Previously on Australian Survivor.
The plan moving forward is to stay postgraduate strong until Final Four.
Yeah, baby.
In reality, I'm going to take out Kaylin when the opportunity presents itself.
Kaylin sets a new record.
Record breaker.
Kaylin's 6th individual immunity win.
Are you happy with just Kate next?
Okay.
Yeah, easy.
Forced Miles to put his plans on hold.
Miles is gonna come for you, Caitlin.
AJ was determined to keep Kate safe.
We can't let out Kate. We have to let out Brawns. I'll tell you why.
Because you're saying that Miles needs a bit more than me.
Exactly.
And while he convinced Kaylin,
Kate being here does not benefit my game.
Zara stood her
It
ground.
has to be Kate for me tonight. I have been saying that I want Kate out, and I feel like every time I want to get her, AJ thwarts me.
But a lifeline at Tribal. I'm gonna give you an opportunity at individual immunity right now.
Yes, JLB!
Led to a foundation shaking challenge. There it is. Kate and Zara tied. Kate wins individual immunity.
Well done.
And with Kate safe from the vote,
Morgan.
AJ once again got his way. 5 are left. Who will be going home tonight?
Morning. Final 5.
I know.
I am so incredibly proud of myself. It's amazing to have made it this far. I'm feeling perky and chipper, and I'm ready to go balls to the wall to the end. But I have to be hyper aware that Final 5 is going to be where you'll see the postgraduates crack. We hold the power, and it's basically about who is going to pair up with who at this point. There's also Kate, the last prawn. I need to work out who I want to be next to for the end and who I trust. So I know we had an interesting tribal last night again, but like
Need to plot a path forward, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I was thinking we could go for AJ at 5. Which would leave Kaylin, Kate, you, me. I think Kaylin would go for Kate at 4.
Yeah.
That was the path that I had in mind, which would be an awesome path because also we get to take out AJ as a move. So we could, with just 2 votes, send AJ home.
That was not what I was expecting you were going to say. AJ over Kat, yeah. Kaylin's going to be absolutely filthy with us.
Yes, but also, this is Survivor and it's Final 5 and he may just have to suck it up. They wouldn't see it coming. Could you imagine the jury's face when I take out AJ?
I'm happy to sit next to Miles at the end. His path of chaos continues though. So obviously if there is a path to get to Final 2 that is sweet and easy, Miles is not going to want that path. He's going to want the flashy move to show everyone how he got there. But I'm kind of drawn to that because I need a big flashy move to go on the end of my resume as well.
If we've got AJ's name in our resume, that is huge. Cutting him that decisively, that would be a potentially game-winning move.
Yeah, okay.
Finally, the game has started to crystallize. Zara is my final 2 plan. The important thing for me is getting to the jury pitch with someone I can beat. And the pathing is really clear if I take out AJ here. All I need is for Zara to be along with the plan.
Okay. Take him
You're
in.
in? Amazing. So we make sure we don't discuss it much further because we don't want to wig them out, right? We are hard on Kate in front of them. I think AJ was suspicious that I wanted to make a move on Kaylin at 5, but I can say, hey, it's totally different. We've got Kate and not Morgan.
Yeah, okay. I love it, Miles. No one will suspect you and I doing something together anyway. Should we try and start this fire? So
Yeah,
at least
sure.
that's going.
I have no clue where this stupid flint is. The jungle rat is absolutely thriving. This vote is the perfect time to make a move because it's the last time that my immunity idol will be valid. But here's the thing. AJ is probably my best bud out here. He knows about my idol, and he's so sure that I'm going to take him to the end. However, that's not what I want to do. So Kate staying changes plans a little bit, obviously. Yeah, I was kind of thinking about obviously going with Kaylin, but I was just happy to go with Kate tonight.
Yeah.
I can't find the flint. There's the flint in there, but the striker's fallen out of that. Kaylin, we're just saying. Yeah, sorry. We're very happy with Kate. Next vote. The endurance threat is just too dangerous.
Yeah.
I mean, it's non-negotiable for me.
Yeah. She blocks all our paths to the end now.
Yeah.
What the hell? The jungle rat does it again. That is just ridiculous. We just need a simple vote here and take out Kate. But I get the vibe that Miles was gonna get a little bit tricky.
First thing Miles said this morning is, Morgan going home changes my plans. I was gonna get up Kaylin at 5. I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew it. That is exactly why we had to get rid of Morgan.
Yeah.
Now, he's still gonna go for you.
I know Miles has a hidden immunity idol. And if he has a little scheme and he plays his idol for Kate, then Kaylin could go home. But I need Kaylin in my final 3 to have any chance of winning this game.
I think what we do is we tell Kate to put her vote on Miles. One of us goes on Miles. So if he plays another for someone else, Miles goes home.
Right. Perfect.
I think Miles has played a much smaller version of my game. I hands down have the best resume. Everybody knows I've played the best game, and somehow I'm still here, and I'm just never getting votes, and I'm never going home. So if Miles is going to have a swing at Kaylin, it might be time to blow up his game.
Could we go to the well? So let's run through a scenario. Miles wins the immunity necklace today.
Well, the person is, he's just gonna vote for Kaylin. And if he has an idol, he plays it for Kate.
Another scenario, Kate wins the necklace.
And he plays an idol for himself. And then he votes for Kaylin again.
Presuming he's voting for Kaylin, which I'm not.
He's voting
Be
for
anyone
Kaylin.
else, sorry.
He's voting for Kaylin. He's already told me he wants to take a stab at Kaylin. So then Miles has the power. That's really bad. I didn't even think of that.
Knucklehead. Like, seriously. He is going a bit survivor blind, thinking that Miles is gunning for Kaylin. And he has no idea that Miles is actually coming for him. AJ is so confident right now with you.
I know, in his mind, it is I'm taking him to final 3.
Yeah, so
Because-
this vote's not even concerning him.
Yeah,
He's definitely going for you, 100%.
I know.
That's kind of beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, AJ and Kaylin have been the most trustworthy to me for a long time, but Miles, when he's a man on a mission, he'll carry through with his plan.
it would just be a sick move to take AJ out. Which, as much as I like to pretend I'm some like strategic, logical thinker, like sometimes that does influence my thinking.
Rylan, you can take the necklace. Make sure he can't take me go to you. So I'm not worried about myself tonight. He's not going to go for me.
Come on in.
Who's going to win this one, Miles?
God knows.
4 blocks. Are we going over that thing or under? Probably under.
Funky variation on the classic.
Morning. Nice small try. So, AJ, now that Kaelin's broken the record for the most immunity wins in Australian Survivor, isn't it only fair that he let someone else win it today?
I want him to win every immunity left and have the longest streak of all time.
Wow, Kaelin, that must be comforting to hear.
Yeah, I just hope everyone's feeling the same and they throw this challenge today. So this does not look well suited to me. So this could be the end.
All right. Shall we get to today's immunity challenge?
Yeah.
All right, come on.
Shippy.
Thank you, Kate. Thank you. Once again, immunity is back up for grabs. For today's challenge, you're going to use a pole to transport blocks across a trip obstacle and attempt to stack them at the end. If at any point you knock the obstacle, the stack will fall. You'll need to start over. First person to stack 12 blocks wins immunity and is safe from the vote. Losers tribal council where somebody's going to become the 19th person voted out. Let's draw for spots. Let's get to it.
This is gonna be wild.
All right, here we go. For immunity, survivors ready? Go. Using that pole, you need to transport 2 blocks at a time, cross your trip obstacle. There's a hurdle in the middle there, making it more difficult. You need to bend underneath it.
Oh, this is gonna be so much harder than it looked.
AJ, tallest in the field, already struggling with the difficulty of this challenge.
Wow, this is so hard.
Everyone trying to place their first block.
Get it off.
You have to get that block unhooked without disrupting your stack. You really don't want to disturb it as you're trying to remove the pole. You can only use that pole to readjust. No hands. Kaelin has 2 in place.
Oh, shit.
Kaelin bumps that trip obstacle, knocks him over. He's gonna need to start again.
Too big.
Oh my God.
Kate places 4 blocks. AJ has 2. Miles with 4. Zara with 4.
Queen of slow and steady.
Kaelin quickly rebuilding. Kate going for her 6th. She now has the lead.
No!
AJ knocks over his stack. He needs to start again.
I don't know how 12 are going to go on this.
Yeah, it looks tough.
Bull cheese.
Miles really slowing it down, which is unusual for Miles.
Ha! Slow and steady, JLP.
Kaelin has quickly rebuilt. Kate coming back with 7 and 8.
This is ridiculous.
Now it's starting to wobble. Kate placing her 8th block.
I don't want to tap that.
Meanwhile, Kaelin making his comeback. He has 6. Miles and Zara with a pretty straight stack. Looking very solid. Kate places her 9th block, but it's looking precarious. And she loses everything. Kalen now in the lead with 8 blocks. Kalen placing his 9th block. Placing his 10th, 2 blocks away from wearing that necklace for the 7th time. Miles coming back with 7 and 8. Zara right behind him now. Kalen with a big lead now. Takes a moment. Coming in with his final 2 blocks. Doing everything he can not to touch that trip obstacle. Kalen could win it right here. Places 11.
Take your time, Kalen.
And he loses everything. Suddenly,
What?
Miles is in the lead. Miles successfully placing his 8th block. And Zara also in the lead with 8 blocks. Kalen trying to quickly get back into this. AJ, he just can't get the hang of it.
Sad.
Zara with a pretty straight stack.
Wow, how did you get them so straight, Zara?
Slow and steady, Kate.
Miles placing his 10th. There it is, successful with number 10. Zara placing her 10th. And she's good. Neck and neck. Kalen rebuilding on the end. He's coming back. Kate struggling now. Number 11 for Miles. Here he goes. Can he get the hook to release? And he does. Going for his 12th and final block now. Zara placing her 11th. Miles has a pretty straight stack. That's definitely going to help him here. Can he get that final block in position without disturbing the stack? Stack is a little wobbly, and he loses everything on number 12. A disaster. Zara in the lead. Slow and steady. Finally, that strategy looking like it's going to pay off. Zara has been dreaming of wearing that necklace. Can she pull it off today? Needs to get all the way back through the obstacle, back to the start for the win. Here she goes. Can she get there?
Oh my God.
Really taking her time under that hurdle. Does not want to make a mistake. She's heading back. There it is! Zara finally wins individual immunity.
Yay! I won something! Yes!
Good work.
Woohoo!
Amazing.
Look, it's still there!
Zara, come on over.
Challenge enthusiast Zara.
There it is. First individual immunity win.
Yes, Zara.
How's it feel?
I'm so excited. I wanted to show my kids that I could come out here and win something and hope they'll be proud of me.
Well done. You are safe, cannot be voted out. guaranteed a spot in the final four. As for the rest of you, Tribal Council tonight, where one of you will become the next member of our jury, won't be you. Well done. Head back to camp. I'll see you tonight.
Nice.
Lead the way.
Thanks, guys. Thank you so much.
Kalen would be feeling pretty damn vulnerable right now. And a lot of people are suspicious that I'm gonna try and make a move on him. But Zara and I want to flip the script and get a massive move on our resume in taking down Emperor AJ.
Challenge enthusiasm.
I want immunity! Thank you.
Yeah.
First of all, couldn't have come at a better time, because this is a scary juncture to be at. Beautiful. Miles has come to me because he wants to have a crack at AJ. It's going to be great for my resume, but it's a terrifying picture for us if we fail. Yeah. So let's go through it again. We get AJ out tonight.
Yeah. In fact, you winning immunity is like best case scenario. Basically cancels out any like counter plans.
Well, yeah.
Like I'll have a chat with Kate, be like, hey, place your vote on Kaylin, and then we can say, hey, Kaylin, Kate came for you, and then we just all gone for Kate in the next vote.
I don't know. I mean, do you reckon she'd actually do that?
She's on the bottom. She's got no other option.
Well, I might just get back around there so we're...
Get back around there. Yeah, not too much chatting, and we make AJ and Kaylin feel very comfortable. I think we're good. Yeah.
All right.
Everyone in the postgraduates is nervous. Nervous that someone's gonna make a move before 4. And they're right to be, because that someone is me. Would you be interested in voting Kaylin if the opportunity arose?
Well, yeah, it's not me.
Okay. Kaylin seems like the obvious pick to take out now, since he's vulnerable for the first time in many votes. However, I think it's time to take out my buddy AJ. If my plan works perfectly, Zara and I should be throwing our votes on AJ. AJ and Kaylin should be putting their votes on Kate, and then Kate should be putting her vote on Kaylin, which is what I've told her. In a re-vote, Kate and AJ can't vote because they're up for grabs. And Zara and I vote for AJ, and my best buddy AJ unfortunately goes home. You get another pitch that's better than mine, go with the pitch that's better than mine.
Yeah. If you decide to change your mind on that plan, would you give me a heads up?
If I decided I was going to vote you, I'd let you know.
Oh, I didn't even mean me.
Okay.
All right, cool.
Cool.
Good chat.
I do, so just know that.
Okay, amazing. Obviously, I'm going to protect you tonight, and then you need to do the same for me next, because it's next when I'm in big trouble.
Infinitely.
Yeah.
Infinite.
I feel secure today. This is the first time in 4 tribal councils that I haven't had the protection of that immunity necklace, and I'm sure it's me that would go home if Miles had his way. So we need a backup.
We prefer Kate to go home, right?
Yeah, 1,000%.
So you and AJ vote on Kate.
Yep.
Then me and Kate vote on Miles.
Yeah.
Then it's 2-2, and we choose.
Okay.
I'm almost certain Miles has an idol, and he's gonna play it to try to get rid of me. But I've got a plan moving forward. A little fun trap. It's a rat trap.
I'll go grab some hot water.
Yeah.
We good, right?
Yeah, we're good, as long as you don't go crazy.
No, I don't know why you'd think that I'd do something like that.
Because you're crazy. If you play the idol for yourself, Miles, you're safe, and Kate goes home.
So don't you think I've had enough of big moves in the season?
No, because it's your last chance. But if not, if you try to do something funny and you play your idol for Kate, then it's going to backfire and you're going home. There'll be some sweet justice in that.
Seriously? I'll inject it.
The only idol that I know of in play at the moment is the one that Miles has. Am I a little bit worried about it? Absolutely. Because depending on what Miles does with his idol, really affects myself and Kaylin. If Kaylin goes home, my game's completely over. Just in case Miles does something funky tonight, I want to make sure I have Kate on board.
So we are thinking Miles.
Cool.
Yeah. Everyone's on board?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you just told me that I might vote for you?
He
If I
might
don't-
vote for you?
Yes,
Oh, yeah,
for me.
yeah.
And he's like, but I could vote for someone else, and I think you know who it is.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's Kaylin. Oh, you found some.
Coconuts.
You want to chat after this?
Yeah, I want to chat with you.
Sweet.
I'm gonna vote for Miles.
Mm-hmm.
As of right now.
You just keep your vote on him and he goes home.
Yeah.
The best way to combat Miles flipping is to actually split the votes up. We put 2 votes on Miles, 2 votes on Kate, and send her home in a revote.
Okay, we're all on the same page.
Yeah.
Cool. If all things align, Kaylin is completely safe.
AJ. I just want to run through your thought process.
I'm worried for Kaylin.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But he wouldn't tell me if he's voting for Kaylin.
Yeah, he's not going to tell you.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I'm basing my vote tonight on the best path forward to final 2 for myself. Whether or not I want to sit next to AJ or Miles at the end. So that's mostly what I'm giving consideration to. Even though I trust AJ probably the most, that doesn't mean that the path with him is the best path for me. Sure, I'll get there, but when I'm sitting next to him, can I beat him? Probably not.
Who's voting for who?
Kaylin, young Miles.
Kate is Miles. And I'm voting for Kate.
Yeah, I'm Kate.
2 of us are Kate.
On the other hand, I can stick with the boys and get out Kate. I am worried about AJ's relationship with her. They seem fairly tight. And also, she's excellent at endurance. And I absolutely don't want Kate left around at 3, which is clearly an endurance challenge that I can win.
Guys, do you want to have a quick chat?
Oh, yeah,
with me,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
we can come back and all work on this. Are you going on Miles? Or are you doing a split vote on me?
I presume that there will be a vote for you somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm just going to be completely
Yeah.
transparent.
That's okay.
Yeah. Did Miles pitch you anything?
He kind of said that it's possibly going to be me. And he said there could be someone else, you know, Kaylin. So I'm voting on Kaylin.
Right. Hang on a minute. I really didn't expect Kate to vote with Miles. All right. Good chat. That's really interesting. I have somehow wound up with a lot of power tonight now. I've worked out on the beach that every single person is voting for somebody different. So my one vote will decide who's going home. Two votes on Kate, 2 votes on Miles, 1 vote wherever Miles is going.
Yeah.
What could go wrong here?
Me go home if Kate doesn't vote where we want it to.
I have the option of making a big move right now. I can go with Kaylin and AJ and vote out Kate. She is an endurance threat. She is getting too close to AJ, and she is my main competition.
You got what I've got. Coconuts.
Oh yeah, Mr. Miles.
Good job. On the other hand, Miles wants he and I to vote for AJ, and we should be able to send AJ home with our 2 votes.
You want to go for quick chuggers?
Yep.
Firstly, I could do with the hug because I'm feeling actually down about voting him out.
Oh.
Yeah. Like, obviously, I think it's the right move to do, but this is the first vote out where I'm just like, oh, that's actually hard.
gonna hurt.
Yeah.
So Kate just mentioned Kaylin to me?
Yeah, I told her to go to Ken.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. So,
Yeah.
well, nothing changes.
Yeah. Just in case there were like any sort of worries, there is literally no way that this can go wrong if we both go on AJ.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
we've got the numbers. Thank you for the hug.
It's a killer move, like biggest blindside of the season. But is it the right move? It's going to get me to top 2. It's just about keeping the best person in the game for me tonight.
Doing a little search, Kate?
Yeah.
Yeah, still. Is he talking to Kate?
It's a big plan.
Yeah, that's going ahead with the plan.
Kaylin plan. You sure?
Listen, you got no other option.
Very true. Well, I'm going to keep looking for idols. You got one in your pocket anywhere?
There's this idea in poker of polarizing the outcome. You go all in, you make it all or nothing, and then the person has to either fall or fold based on the read that they make. Well, this is me going all in. I'm basing this vote on my read that Zara wants to take me to final 2. If I'm correct, then this is the correct play. And even AJ would respect that.
All right, so what are you thinking?
Obviously, I got the idol, so I can use it to absolutely.
Can you just play your idol for yourself, please? I know you're you.
So I like to
I
keep
know
you
you're
guessing.
you. I know you're you. Don't go me, please. I don't think you're incentivized to.
I would
Resist
never.
the urge. Yeah. Like, tribal, don't do anything insane. Don't spook them.
Don't do a jungle rat.
Yeah, just be smart
Yeah.
and cool. Okay?
Yeah.
I don't trust him for 1 second. Cool. All right, we're gonna have chats.
Yeah, I've got coconuts.
Yeah.
Oh.
Don't be crazy, bro.
One of the hardest things about getting this late into the game is that I'm with a bunch of people that I love. AJ and Kaylin are 2 people that I'm not planning to take to the end, and they have been my 2 closest friends out here. And I played basically all but 3 days of this game next to Zara. I'm gonna have to ruin their dreams. They all have the same dream as me, which is to win the title of Sole Survivor. And I'm gonna have to take that away from them if I want to win, and that sucks. But I just want to play the best game I can possibly play and just leave no regrets out on this island. And so, I'm gonna play my idol tonight just to be safe. Then Zara's safe, I'm safe, and AJ is going home. I will take down the biggest threat in the game. This might be the $500,000 move.
Miles has a track record of going for the funky plan, so even though it seems simple that tonight will be Kate, I very much doubt this will be a simple vote knowing Miles. So I just hope that I've done enough groundwork to protect Kaylin because he's going to take me to the end and nobody else will.
Tonight is a pivotal moment. I have a decision to make. The jury want a flashy move on your resume, and the time is now.
What happens after the tribe has spoken? Watch the drama continue on 10 Play when the castaways reunite in the jury villa. We'll now bring in the members of our jury. Laura. Paulie. Karen. Logan. And Kristen. So, you may have noticed that Morgan is not on the jury. She's decided to leave the game and go home, but the game continues. So, Zara, first of all, congratulations again. First win in 44 days. So how does it feel sitting here in the final 5 knowing that you are safe tonight?
It was very relaxing. I might even have to take up spearfishing. Leaves you a bit more time in the afternoons.
Kate, on the other hand, you had that necklace last tribal. Not tonight, not the case.
Yeah, it sucks not having it tonight.
So as the last remaining Brawn, do you feel particularly vulnerable tonight?
Definitely, definitely. I'm proud to be the last remaining Brawn, but at the same time, it is hard because these guys have been together since day one.
And Miles, are tribal lines still a thing at this point?
At the end of the day, we're down at 5. If you're not playing your own game for you, then what are you doing?
Definitely. For me, and I think for everyone at this point, it's all about our path to 2. We are looking at incentives. Do I have an incentive to keep you around to help me on my path? And in reverse, do you have the incentive to keep me for your path?
So Kate could factor into someone's path tonight.
Definitely. I mean, there's not that many people left, so we're all just running through the various scenarios of how to get ourselves to that 2.
And Kaylin, this is the first time in a long time that you haven't had the necklace. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm definitely missing that necklace, but it always had to come to an end. And I was winning that necklace not just for myself, but for my team. And you just got to hope that as soon as I'm in a vulnerable position, I drop the ball, then you hope that people are there to pick it up and pass it back to you.
A winning Kaylin is a calm Kaylin, so that works for us.
Yeah.
You weren't calm tonight?
I was pretty calm tonight. Yeah, I still got to go fishing.
And Zara, you came close last tribal to winning that necklace. You closed the deal today. Do you think people may have underestimated you in this game?
All along, I think that I have played a game that has not been the big flashy move game. The things that I have achieved in different methodologies to my 2 crazy friends over here who just love running around dropping bombs all the time and leaving me to clean up their mess, like a babysitter in Miles's case and, I don't know, an office manager in AJ's case. And I have stuck to the game that I wanted to play.
Okay, but Zara, now that you have the safety of that necklace, is now the time for you to make a move?
Well, the plans that I am enacting tonight, they didn't happen just because I won a necklace. I think you have to be thinking a long time ahead, and definitely over the last couple of days is when I was having conversations about what will happen tonight and the next night and the next and the next.
Did you put an extra night in there?
Maybe I still want to be here after we leave.
And Kaylin, are you worried that someone might exploit your vulnerability tonight to fatten up their resume?
I think everyone here is proud of their resumes. I don't think there's a need, but if someone wants to have a crack, they can have a crack.
And Miles, could making the right vote tonight cement your path to the end?
Yeah, absolutely. Someone is up for grabs out of 5 and then out of 4 and out of 3, and there's nowhere to hide in those kind of numbers. So if you make a mistake now, it's potentially a $500,000 mistake.
And AJ, how much of tonight's vote is about getting to the end versus who you want to sit next to at the end?
I definitely think of my end game a lot, but with the people remaining, there's not just one set pathway for any person. I think there's lots of combinations that work.
Is that true, Kate? Are there different combinations for everyone to get to the end?
Yeah, I mean, you can't just have one pathway in your head because that can be flipped on its ass in seconds. So if you haven't thought about multiple ways, then you're kind of just blocking yourself if something happens that you didn't expect. So the unexpected is what you got to expect, yeah.
And Miles, is now the time to start weeding out the players who you think you cannot beat at the end?
It's definitely something you have to be conscious of. Like, we may have already figured out, I don't want to sit next to that person or that person, but it doesn't mean you have to take them out now. You just need to have a plan before you sit at the end.
But Kaylin, does everyone at this point have a particular person that they think they can beat in the end?
Well, I think everyone should think they could beat anyone here. Like that everybody got here and everyone played different games, so it's just about selling that to these beautiful people over here.
Miles, is now the time to make a big move in this game?
The question everyone's got to ask themselves is, do they need to make a big move in this game, right? Like, some of us would already feel comfortable with the resumes we've got and having made enough big moves. Some of us may not feel comfortable and may be itching to make a big move. And especially there's a 4 that's been working together and we're about to hit final 4. And so those numbers are about to get really awkward.
Really awkward?
Awkward, yeah.
All right, I guess it's time to find out. It is time to vote. It is time to vote. AJ, you are up.
It's either you or Kaylin, and Kaylin's my ride or die.
I hope you get trapped in this one. Sorry, Kaylin.
AJ, you're a great person and have played an amazing game, but I need to clear out my own path.
I'll go count the votes. If anyone has an idol and you want to play it, now be the time to do so.
It's not fair.
I think I'm safe tonight, but, you know, I don't want to go home with a Samoan souvenir. So let's make it 4 for the season.
Okay,
I'm going to play it for myself.
fair enough. This is an idol, and any votes cast for Miles will not count. Read the votes.
Lucky number 4.
Okay, number 4.
First vote, Miles. Does not count. Kate. That's 1 vote, Kate. Kaylin. AJ. One vote Kate, 1 vote Kaylin, 1 vote AJ, 1 vote left.
I see.
Nineteenth person voted out and 6th member of our jury. Kate.
Nice.
Sorry, Miles.
Need to bring me a torch?
That is wild.
You guys are sick.
Have a champagne for me or a
Could you go for
vodka, because I know that's what you
I
want.
really eat so much.
Why?
Kate, the tribe has spoken.
Bye, guys.
See you, Kate. We miss you.
Oh,
Yes, Kate.
wow.
Yes.
Yikes.
Well, with only 4 of you left, I guess it's gonna get awkward.
Can't wait.
Grab your torches, head back to camp.
I'm sick of you and your damn idols.
Sunday night.
What was Miles thinking?
Has Miles made a $500,000 mistake?
I think you're very cooked now. Kaylin thinks you're dishonorable. Zara looks at you as a child. I get taken to the end now. I really do.
With no alliance
Zara stabbed me in the back and destroyed my game plan.
and no idol to protect him.
This challenge is my do or die.
Go! Has the jungle rat finally been trapped?
When you take a shot at me, you better not miss. Miles is going home. And then, final 3, baby.
I'm so sad that this experience is over. Tried my hardest. I did not think I would even make it to day 2. So making it to top 5 is amazing.
You're a fabulous girl, but you have too many of the same skills that I do.
Someone voted for AJ, and I don't know who it was, but it definitely stuffed up this vote. After tonight's vote, I don't think anyone's going to trust each other.